if you think we're on the run. We are the boys who will stop your little game. We are the boys who will make you think again. 'Cause who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler, if you think old England's done? Mr. Brown goes off to town on the A21, but he comes home each evening and he's ready with his gun. So who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler, if you think old England's done?
Where are we, Wilson?
Well, according to my calculations, we ought to be opposite Jones's butcher's shop in the High Street.
You mean you're lost?
What? Well, I'm not the only one who's lost. I think we all are.
How much petrol have we got left, Jones?
About half a gallon, sir.
Half a gallon. Sponge!
Yes, Captain Mainwaring.
Did you fill this tank yesterday?
I didn't have any coupons.
But Walker was supposed to be supplying the coupons.
Ah, yeah, he couldn't get the ink dry in time.
Take his name.
Walker. That's a nasty cold you've got, Mr. Manning. You should be in bed, you should.
No, never mind that. The point is, we can't stay cooped up in this van all night. We'd better get up to the house and find some help.
No, you can't go out in this pouring rain. You might catch pneumonia.
Nonsense. Let me out.
No.
What are you doing?
I must restrain you, sir. I will not allow you to catch pneumonia.
A drop of rain won't harm me.
Jones is right, Captain Mainwaring. I knew a fellow once, just your age and weight he was. He had a slight head cold and got caught in the rain. 5 days later, I was screwing the handles on his coffin. I know a way we can keep dry, Captain Mainwaring. Hang on a minute.
Don't you worry, sir. I won't allow Fraser to screw the handles on your coffin.
Oh! Well, there you are, sir. You said it. Let's dry the bones.
Yes. Well done, Jones. Walker. Very grateful that nobody got wet. Pike, ring the bell.
Huh?
Ring the bell.
Yes, Mr. Manning.
Don't play the fool, Pike.
You told me to ring the bell. Now I'm soaking wet. Look.
Well, don't shake it all over me.
No, don't shake it all over Mr. Manring.
Knock at the door, Wilson.
Right, Look. The door's open, sir.
Well, let's get in out of the pouring rain.
Well, we can't go marching into a house without being invited.
Hello? Anybody about? Hello? Anyone there? Wilson, right, put the lights on.
Right. Well, they don't work, sir.
Light those candles on the table, Spun.
Yes, Mr. Mainwaring.
Now, listen to me, everybody. I want absolute silence so that I can hear anyone answer when I call, right? Hello? I said absolute silence, Pike.
I'm sorry, Mr. Manning. I'm very crazy.
Excuse me, sir. Don't you think that boy ought to get out of those wet clothes?
What am I going to put on? I can't stand around naked, can I?
Commissioner speaks up.
What'd you say? Oh, come down here. I can't hear a word you're saying.
Why doesn't he put one of those flag things on him?
A flag?
Yes.
That's a pretty good idea. Go and get one down.
Yes.
Give him a lift, gentlemen, will you? All right, take your clothes off, boy.
I don't like to.
Look here now, Frank. Now, don't be stupid, Frank. Just do as you're told, will you?
All right. Well, don't look. Don't look.
Wilson, Wilson. I think that boy's going soft in the head. All the mollycoddling that you do just only makes it worse.
Yeah, well, you see, I do feel rather responsible for him, and if I don't look after him, well, you see, Mavis, Mrs. Pike, you know, goes around with such a miserable look on her face. And you know, I simply can't stand people looking miserable.
Mullen, you don't feel there's a strange kind of feeling about this place, sir? There's something amiss, sir, something strangely amiss.
Stop rolling your eyes, Fraser, and pull yourself together. Perfectly logical explanation for everything that's happened.
I feel stupid in this.
Personally, you know, I think you look rather nice.
Mr. Manning, I'm freezing to death. I'm freezing.
For heaven's sake, will you stop whining, Pike? You just have to improvise something, that's all. Ah, Wilson.
All right?
Let me handle this rug.
Oh, yes, of course.
Put this over.
Come on, Fred. Don't be silly. Just stand up straight.
Now, go on, let's explore this place.
Mr. Manning?
Yes? Stupid boy. This door's locked. What? Let's try upstairs.
Permission to whisper, sir. I think there's something horrible about.
Only a dog. Come on, upstairs.
That's no ordinary dog. That's a hound.
A hound?
A whole pack of them.
Don't pack horrible out! Don't panic! Don't panic!
Captain Manning, sir, I think we ought to go back to the van, you know. I don't get on with dogs, even small ones. They upset me. You know, my sister Dolly had a Pekingese that used to jump up at me a lot. In the end, I had to order it to leave.
These dogs are outside. They can't do any harm. Come on, upstairs.
Come on.
Don't sit on my...
Anybody there? Most extraordinary thing, Wilson. This house appears to be empty.
It's a funny, sir. Look there. Whoever was here must have left very suddenly. I mean, that fire's still burning. Yes.
The question is, Captain Manning, why did they leave? Must admit, sir, it's kind of uncanny. This old house, the fire still burning the grate, nobody about, nothing except the wind and rain and those ghostly hounds howling, howling, howling.
Told you to stop rolling your eyes, Fraser.
Heaven's sake, Jack. Pike, just control yourself.
Good.
Sorry.
Go and dry your clothes by the fire.
Yes, Mr. Manning.
Now, pay attention, everybody. It's quite on the cards that this storm will go on for the rest of the night. And we don't know where we are, and we haven't any petrol. So we just have to make the best of a bad job and settle down here for the night. All right? I shall take this bed here. The rest of you, make yourselves as comfortable as possible.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Where am I going to sleep?
In that bed there.
Oh. Well, where are the others going to sleep?
In that bed with you.
What? Well, that's absurd.
I think you're probably one of the most selfish men I've ever met in my life. What gives you the right to think that you're entitled to a bed to yourself?
Well,
Right, that's settled then, isn't it? 5 of you will get into bed with Sergeant Wilson. NCOs at the top, other ranks at the bottom. And you other two can sleep on the settee.
Oh, thank you.
Right.
Stop! No! Just a minute, sir. What are you doing? Well, sir, I can't allow you to get in that bed, sir. It's absolutely wringing damp. I will not allow you to catch pneumonia.
Oh, nonsense.
You sit down, sir, sit down. I'll warm you up, sir. Warm you up.
What's he going to do, Mr. Jones?
I'm going to do what the young serving wenches used to do when they warmed the master up.
I don't think Captain Manner will want to cuddle you all night.
All right, that'll do, Fraser. You know, this is quite unnecessary.
You allow me to be the best judge of that, sir. There we are.
All right, get into bed, the rest of you.
It's not done all the time. Pushed around from pillar to post. I'm fed up with it.
What's all this muttering about, Sponge? You know how I hate muttering.
Well, sir, we don't see why we should sleep at the bottom of the bed. Why can't we toss for it?
Certainly not. Do as you're told and get into bed.
Oh, blimey.
There you are, sir. Look at all that steam arising, sir. Just look at it. I told you them sheets were damp, didn't I, sir?
Good
look
heavens,
at it
you're
all
right,
coming
yes.
up.
Just a minute, that's not steam. It's more like smoke to me.
What?
The bed's on fire.
Get some water, quick.
Get some more water.
All the stupid, idiotic things to do.
Well, I'm sorry, sir. I was just trying to, warm you up, sir.
This bed's absolutely soaking wet now. Now when am I going to sleep?
In that bed. Officers and NCOs at the top, other ranks at the bottom.
Got it, Mr. Mannering?
Fraser. Yes, sir? Shut that door.
Got it. Glove, wake up.
Oh!
It's all right, Glove. It's only me.
Heaven's sake, Frank, won't you please go back to sleep?
Well, look.
What?
Can I please come into bed with you, please?
You better ask Captain Mannering.
Jones. Jones.
The Honourable House! The Honourable House!
It's all right, Mr. Jones. It's only me.
Oh, Pikey. I thought my last days had come.
Would you ask Mr. Mannering if I can get into bed, please?
Yes, Pikey. Mr. Mannering, sir.
Yes, sir. 5 round rapid.
Young Pikey wants to know, can he come into bed with us?
Certainly not. There's no room.
He says, certainly not, there's no room.
He says, certainly not.
All
There's no
right,
room.
I heard.
Frank, if it was up to me, I'd let you come in. But you see, he's the, isn't he? He's the officer.
Well, will you come to the bathroom with me, please?
What?
I've got to wash my hands and clean my teeth. You know, Mum won't let me go to bed without washing my hands and cleaning my teeth.
Really, Frank, really, no.
If you don't come, I'll tell Mum.
All right, you are an awful nuisance, you really are. Oh. Now, come on, then.
Mr. Fraser.
Oh, God! Godfrey. What do you want, son?
I've got to go to the little boy's room. Will you come with me?
No, nothing would induce me to budge from this room. There's too many unnatural causes.
It's the natural causes that worry me. Captain Mannering.
Yes.
will you accompany me to the bathroom?
Certainly not.
Mr. Jones, will you accompany me to the bathroom?
Yes, yes. I'll accompany you to the bathroom, yes.
Oh, thank you. I'm most grateful to you.
Yeah. And if we meet one of them horrible hounds, I'll let him have it right up. Uncle Arthur, wake up. Wake up, Uncle Arthur, wake up.
What's the matter? No, Frank,
Wake up.
Frank, would you please go back to sleep?
Uncle Arthur, there's someone coming up the stairs.
What?
Listen.
You better wake up Captain Mannering.
All right.
Whatever it is, it's coming towards this room.
I don't think it's one of the horrible hounds. The footsteps is too heavy.
Shh. Quiet. Blow the candles out.
I say, what are you doing in my bedroom?
Well, you know, I must admit, you really gave us quite a fright, you know,
I'm
last
awfully
night.
sorry about that. But if the storm hadn't put the lights out of action, I wouldn't have been outside tinkering with the generator when you arrived.
So they were your dogs that we heard.
Storm must have upset them.
What do you use them for, sir?
Ah, this is a dog training school. We train tracker dogs for the War Office.
Hey! I knew all along it was something of that description.
Yes, things are a bit slack at the moment, so I've given most of the rest of the staff weekend leave.
Oh, I see. Frank, what on earth are you doing dressed like that?
Some sort of joke, Pike.
My uniform's still wet. The captain gave me this, thank you.
I'm afraid it's the only one we had. It's an old German uniform we use for training.
I see. Well, come on, we better go and get that petrol.
I'll come with you. Yes, it's only about a mile if you go across the field. Oh, by the way, I'm awfully sorry I haven't got a can, but, there are stacks of empty gin bottles in the yard.
Well, we shall need plenty. We'll carry a gin bottle each. Now, come on, chaps. Good brisk walk over the fields do us a world of good.
All right, quiet, you lot. Quiet! Settle down at once. Quiet! Settle down.
Well, certainly seem to have them under control.
These are only half-trained raw recruits. The fully trained batch left yesterday. Not a bad bunch, really, except for that one. Prince 439, he's a real troublemaker. Upsets the others. Yes, you, 439. Stand to attention when I'm talking to you. Failed the horse 3 times, had him on a charge twice. If he fails this time, he'll be out in his ear. You know how it is if you get one rotten apple in the barrel.
Oh, yes, quite. Call the men in, Sergeant Hines.
Oh, excuse me, sir. Do you want us to carry our gin bottles at the slope? Isn't it a lovely morning, sir.
Absolutely first class, yes.
What exactly are those dogs of yours for?
They're trained to track down German parachutists.
You must have quite a way with dogs.
Not really, no. I'm scared stiff of them. I've got nothing to do with the training. I just run the admin.
Ah.
Open the gate, walk up.
Those dogs of yours certainly got loud voices, sir.
Yes, carry for miles.
What happens when they track down a parachutist?
They hold him till the troops arrive. That's when they're fully trained. At the moment, they've only completed half the course, the tracking bit.
What's the second half?
The holding, that's the most difficult bit. We have to train them not to tear the victory to pieces.
Captain Manners, think we might stop a moment.
Oh, really, Godfrey? All right, section, halt, fall out.
You silly old fool. Said you shouldn't have come. You'll never be able to give up.
All right.
Captain Mannering,
Yeah.
those dogs are definitely getting louder.
I think Walker's right.
Quiet, everybody. Let's listen.
They must have got out. I bet it's that troublemaker Prince.
They won't come after us, will they?
Well, I don't see why they should. Good Lord! The uniform the boy's wearing, it's covered in aniseed.
Aniseed? Get it off at once, Pike.
I'm not going to tell you, Michael. Oh, look, now you're covered in the stuff, Mannering.
Well, can't you control the dogs?
Of course I can't.
The horrible hounds are after us. He cannot control the dogs. Don't panic. He cannot control the dogs.
Hold yourself. What are we going to do?
There's only one thing we can do.
What?
Run.
Oh, keep up, Godfrey.
Sorry, Captain Mannering. I can't go another step.
What are we going to do, Captain Man? We can't leave poor old Mr. Godfrey get torn to pieces by those horrible hounds.
Hey, what about using those sheep things and dragging them along?
Well done, Walker. Sponge, Desmond, get one of those sheep things. Put them on the hurdle.
Aren't you going to get your boots off, sir?
Certainly not. I'm not getting my feet wet with this cold.
Right, you don't want to catch pneumonia as well as getting torn to pieces.
Now, you can take me across on the hurdle. Godfrey can walk that little bit. Right, you're going to cross the stream low down.
Why do I always have to be the one who...
Don't argue. Just do as you're told, boy. You'll put the dogs off the scent. Right. Forward.
I'm all wet again, Mr. Henry.
Stupid boy.
Did we have to get all wet like this?
Well, was there anything we could do? Dogs can't follow a scent across water. Any fool knows that. Hey, Captain?
Absolutely.
Believe me, Wilson, I'm a pretty shrewd judge in these matters. Right, Godfrey, Wilson. In here. The rest of you, get up the trees.
Please open the door.
no room in here. You'll have to climb up a tree.
I can't climb a tree at my time of life.
Quick, Jones, you're here.
I can't climb, please, Joe.
You can now.
I thought so. It's that troublemaker Prince. He's behind it all.
You've had your chips this time, 439. I'll have you in a charge in the morning. I'm in a fizzer. You will be out of this cab so fast your feet won't touch the ground.
Are you there, Jones?
Yeah, I'm here, sir. Well, I'm almost here. Almost all of me. I have to report I've suffered damage in unknown parts.
Stay where you are. I'm going for help.
Right, man. Lift. No dodger, Wilson. Just keep walking.
Captain Mannering, if the boy takes his clothes off and throws them to the dogs, that might keep them busy while we sneak away.
Good idea. Pike, take off your clothes and throw them down to the dogs. Do as you're told. I'll put you on a charge.
Fed up. In the past 24 hours, I've been soaked to the skin 3 times, been scared out of me wits, nearly torn to pieces, and now I've got to walk around naked. Well, don't look.
Blimey, Joe, look. Them dogs are tearing that uniform to pieces.
Yeah. Good job, Pike, he wasn't in it.
Now, I want you all to get down and walk away as calmly as possible.
You can come out now, Mr. Mannering. It's all right.
Stuck. Give me a hand, Wilson.
I'm pushing as hard as I can, sir.
Ow! That's my foot you stepped on.
Very soon, Captain Mannering, I get claustrophobia.
This is no use. Come on. Lift.
Now walk slowly, and when I say run, run. Right. Run.
Fraser, what are you waiting for?
Left, right, left, left, left.
Swing those arms, Pike. Right. Yeah.
Who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler? If you think we're on the run. We are the boys who will stop your little game. We are the boys who will make you think again. 'Cause who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler, if you think old England's done? Mr. Brown goes off to town on the A21, but he comes home each evening and he's ready with his gun. So who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler, if you think old England's done?
How are they feeling now, Mr. Mannering?
Well, they're throbbing a little from time to time, you know, nurse, but I'm grinning and bearing it.
Well, we got a visitor to cheer you up.
Not Mrs. Mannering.
It's two gentlemen. You can come in now. He's quite respectable.
Can I do you now, sir?
Come in, Joe. Hello, Wilson.
Yes, sir?
You can stay until the bell goes.
Oh, that's very sweet of you. And thank you so much for showing us the way.
Well, that's quite all right, sir.
I must say that that uniform really does suit you awfully well.
Oh, thank you, sir.
I think it's the belt, that little belt you're wearing. Yes, it makes your waist look absolutely tiny.
That will be all, nurse. Thank you. They have work to do, you know, tending the sick. Don't understand about listening to all this Ronald Coleman stuff.
I brought these for you, sir.
Oh, how very kind, Jones. Make yourselves at home.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, sir.
Sit down, Jones. Sit
Oh,
down.
thanks very much. Hitler's not going to catch you, Benning, is he, sir?
That's right, Jones.
Yeah.
Have to hide it from Matron, though.
That's right, sir.
Let's see, what have we got here? Great Scott. Grapes. I haven't tasted a grape since 1939.
Yeah. Well, they're not real grapes, so we impersonate them from electric light wires, see, and shave gooseberries.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, we had a bit of trouble from the fur on the gooseberries, but Mr. Frazee found a very fine bit of glass paper what he uses to finish off his 10-guinea coffins with, and that's
Yes, well, it was a very kind thought. As a matter of fact, I have received some fruit from Mrs. Mannering.
Oh, really? Oh, how nice. Is this it?
Yes, that's it.
Oh, how nice. Yes, it says, get well soon.
Yeah, there's something on the back, too, look.
Oh, is there? Oh, yeah, yes, the Anderson shelter is leaking again.
We'll just have to wait till I get home, I'm afraid.
But how was the operation?
Now, I want to talk to you about that, Wilson, in private. I wonder if you'd mind popping out for a moment, Jones.
Me, sir?
Yes. I've got something personal I want to say to Sergeant Wilson.
Yes, right, sir. I understand, sir. Yes, sir.
I asked Jones to leave because...
I'll just be outside, you see. I'll be just without of earshot, right, sir?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I asked Jones to leave because I think you ought to see my feet.
Why?
Because I want you to understand every single implication of this whole affair.
Oh, I see. Oh, dear, Mark. Oh, my dear, how awful.
Now, it's my contention that that condition has been brought about by active service.
What? You mean ingrowing toenails?
Not a shadow of a doubt. To all those long hours of duty. They'll never be the same again, you know.
Are you going to try and get a disablement pension?
No. Nothing like that. But I'm convinced that that's been caused by all the standing about that I do.
Oh, yes. Well, you do quite a lot of sitting about as well, don't you? I mean, have you had any trouble down there?
You know, there's a certain coarse streak in you, Wilson. I expect you picked it up at that public school.
I'm awfully sorry.
Well, I'm merely alerting you to my condition so that you can be on guard against it for yourself and on behalf of our troops.
Well, I shall be very, very careful, sir.
Right, all right. Well, I shan't mention it again.
All right, sir.
You can come in now, Jones.
I never heard a word, sir.
Right. Very glad to see our chaps are doing so well in the desert.
Ah, yeah.
Those high tides are no match for Tommy Atkins, eh, Jones?
No, you're right there, sir. It's 'cause we keep going in with the old cold steel a lot, you see, sir. Now, them wops, they're not used to it, sir. Well, not many people can get used to it, really, you see. It's not surprising, is it? You've got a great big grenadier guardsman going, woo. Very few people can stomach that sort of thing, can they?
No. All right, never mind that. Well, how's the platoon?
Oh, well, they're getting on swimmingly, sir.
Really?
Oh, yes, yes. Miss you, of course.
Oh, yes, well, they're bound to do that, of course, but, unfortunately, I think I'm going to be trapped here for another 4 days.
Oh.
Yeah, well, don't you fret yourself, Mr. Mannering. Mr. Wilson here has been making us carry on as if you were there like an invisible presence with us, like a guiding star. And he don't use bull as much as you do.
Well, I'm not in favour of bull, anyone will tell you that. But are you maintaining discipline?
Oh, yes, sir. I think I'm keeping the discipline very well. In my style.
Yeah. Well, I hope to goodness you are. There's only one way to run an army, you know, Wilson. We must have obedience. Instant, unthinking obedience.
No! Right, please. Please. Just one at a time.
One at a time, as he says.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wilson, but I really feel that you did the wrong thing.
Well, I do wish you'd stop nagging at me all the time. I've got the most dreadful headache coming on.
The whole idea's doomed from the start. I tell you, you can't have vicars in the army. You know, Max, it's like oil and vinegar.
Makes very good salad dressing. Oil and vinegar, providing you put the oil in first. Or, is it the vinegar?
But I'm not talking about salad dressing. I'm simply saying that when young Arthur here let the vicar join our platoon, he made an idiot of himself, didn't he, son? Go on, admit it.
No, what else could I do? I mean, the whole story's here in the papers. I mean, hundreds of clergymen are joining up.
That's what and mark my words. Jon Verger, no, he's a Jonah. He's a face like a sour prune.
I don't think it will happen. Mr. Manner had been here.
Yes, well, he's not here, is he? He's not going to be here for 2-3 days. I do wish you'd stop going on at me all the time.
You leave Uncle Arthur alone. He did all right.
It's all right.
Vicars can be very useful. Look at Spencer Tracy.
Oh, Frank,
Now, James Cagney was about to go to the chair and Spencer Tracy asked him if he'd die like a coward so that the dead-end kids wouldn't think that he was an hero. So he went to the chair, all shouting and screaming, carrying on something awful. He died all yellow.
Wasn't that Charlie Chang?
Oh, God.
When we was with Lord Kitchener, we had a real nice padre with us. Yes, a good one. He was a hard man, you know, Lord Kitchener. Always cursing and swearing. And this padre, he was always begging and praying him to turn away from his evil habits. Anyway, the night before the Battle of Omdurman, he lined us all up and he gave Lord Kitchener and all the rest of us a drumhead service. Yes. And the next day, just before the battle was due to commence, Lord Kitchener grabbed hold of his binoculars and he saw on the horizon 40,000 dervishes all chasing towards us. Oh, my God, he said. And the party was all smiles because he thought he'd done a good job on him.
There's no good going on and on and on about it, is there? I mean, it's all done.
It's very nearly half past.
What? Well, there you are, you see. It's very naughty of you, keeping me chattering away here. I mean, we all ought to be on parade or doing something like that. Now, come along, all of you. Come on. Quick as you can. Come on.
Oh, dear, I'm so sorry I'm late. The confirmation class went on and on and on. Have I missed anything?
No, it's perfect, old man. We're just going to start the parade now.
Oh, how very exciting.
You left your belt in the vestry, Your Reverence.
Yes, silly me.
All right. Well, now that you're both here, we can start. Now, come along. Quick as you can.
Goody. Private Yeatman, hat.
All right, come on, you two. You stand at the end there and just watch what the others do and try and follow them, all right? Right. Tune. Probably ears everywhere. Come along, please. Come on. Probably ears. Tune. Attention! Please. Yes. Wasn't awfully good, was it? Now, the thing is to try and get it all together. Shall we try it again, shall we? All right, pay attention now, platoon. Probably ease everywhere, platoon. Attention! Stand at ease. Yes, that's quite a lot better.
Oh, no, it wasn't. It was a shambles.
Cassidy.
Yeah, we weren't expecting you for 2 or 3 days.
Obviously. And I needed the beds for more urgent cases, so I discharged myself. By the looks of things, it's just as well I did.
Well, very nice to see you back in the saddle, sir.
Thank you, Jones.
Even though you are a bit dodgy on the pins.
I think I'd better inspect the men.
All right, sir. Squad. Squad. Squad.
Yeah, Wilson.
Sir.
Yeah, Wilson, stand further away from my feet.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I do beg your pardon. I'm so sorry. Right, squad. Squad. Attention!
Very smart, Jones, as usual.
Thank you, sir. I always try to keep myself smart and on the alert. And although I am talking to you at the moment, my eyes are darting hither and thither everywhere. Always ready to see if there's any danger lurking. And if I detect even the smallest bit of peril, I'm onto it before you can say...
Joe! Put him down. Pick that up.
Yes, sir, well, he moved and I detected him.
Mr. Mannering, can I stand next to someone else, please?
Stay where you are, Pike. What's this?
Violin case.
How dare you bring a violin on parade? Take this man's name, Wilson.
Right, sir.
And stand away from my feet.
I'm so sorry. I beg your pardon. Sorry, sir.
Mr. Mannering, I haven't got a violin in it. I've got the Tommy gun in it. Like Edward G. Robinson in Scarface. I can get it out in a minute.
You know about this, sir? Don't ever bring that on parade again. See me in the office afterwards. Where's Walker?
Oh, he asked me to leave a note in his place.
Pick it up, Wilson.
Right, sir. Captain Mannering, personal. Oh.
Personal?
Yes.
Well, give it to me.
All right. Unusual perfume. Petrol.
Dear Cap, thanks for letting me off. Had to go up to the Spoke for a few days to do a deal. I think I can swing it for $1,000, but I shall have to drop the geezer a pony. On the other hand, I may cop it for a bit under the odds, in which case I'll have to sweeten him with a monkey. Half a bar for his nippers. P.S. Here's a couple of ounces for yourself. How dare he try to bribe me? See him in the office as soon as he comes back.
Right, sir. There's going to be quite a queue there, isn't there?
All right, that'll be enough. And will you get away from my feet?
So sorry.
Good evening.
Good evening. What's that piece of white paper doing in your hat?
Oh, yes, that's for the sun.
For the sun?
Yes, you see, Sergeant Wilson won't let me wear my Panama, and my nose is very sensitive, so I thought this is the next best thing.
Words fail me.
He'd better see you in the office as well, sir.
Well, Fraser, at least you look normal.
Thank you, sir. The wee moose will be gone from my pocket by the morrow.
The what?
The wee moose. I couldn't leave her all by herself, sir. She's... Her bairns are due.
Oh. Pregnant mice, nose shields, violins. I'm away for a few short hours and you let the entire unit crumble before your eyes. What's this?
I've joined
your happy band.
And where his reverence go, there goest I.
If this is some sort of joke, it's a very bad one.
Well, so they asked to join up, so I really saw no reason to stop them.
Better follow me, all three of you. Now, what is all this tomfoolery?
Don't you call his reverence a tomfool?
Yes, sir, you see. It's all there in the paper.
I've read all that rubbish.
Well, they had just asked to join up, sir, so I just signed them on.
It was quite spontaneous. I rather like that, you know. I've been wrestling with my conscience for some time.
Oh, it's been agony. He's been wrestling night and day. I can vouch for that.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Yeatman. Finally, I asked myself, could I stand by and watch my wife being raped by a Nazi? No, I said to myself, I couldn't.
But you're not married.
I have a very vivid imagination. So, with the example of all those other clergy before my eyes, I knew that my place was at your side.
But I don't want you by my side.
Yes, well, I mean, I'm afraid it's too late to do anything about it now, sir.
These the papers?
Yes, I think they are, sir, yes.
Well, I'll show you whether it's too late or not.
Don't you dare destroy his reverence's particulars.
Well, it won't be any help, sir. You see, I'm afraid those are duplicates.
Right. If that's how the land lies. Soldiers you are, and soldiers you shall be. You parade with Jones's section tonight, and we'll show you what army life's all about. And we shan't spare you anything, I can promise you that. There'll be no pulpit here to lean on.
We shall meet someday, somewhere.
Left, forward, halt! Left, turn. Now, Private Pike, Private Vicar and Private Verger. Stand fast. The rest, into the guardroom, fall out. Now, you better put your tin helmets on in case a bomb drops on you. Now, listen, Private Vicar. Private Pike and I are going to demonstrate correct procedures for a military soldier guarding things while on sentry. Now, first thing you've got to look out for is parachuters, saboteurs, and enemies of the realm. If any of these should approach your person, you challenge them in the aforesaid manner. Right, Private Pike, here's shown.
Halt! Who goes there?
That was very good, that was. Right. Now, you do it just like that.
Do you think we could go in now? I'm getting a bit cold. I haven't got my muffler with me.
Don't want to bother about muffler, boy. You're a soldier now. You're right, it is a bit nippy, isn't it? Anyway, it won't take a tick. Come on now. You do what Private Pike just done. Come on.
Halt! Who goes there?
Well, he's not going to come from down there, is he? Can't you make your voice a bit more fierce? So, you know, make it like a rough, devil-may-care, more brutal sort of person. You know?
I thought he did it very well.
Look, I'm not asking you. You just get silence in the ranks.
I'm not frightened of you, you know. You don't impress me at all.
Oh, be quiet, Mr. Yeatman.
If I had any more trouble off him, he'd be on a fizzer, Section 40. Conduct to military discipline prejudice.
Can we do the next bit now?
But yes, yeah, we'll do the next bit. What is the next bit?
Upon being challenged with halt who goes there, the parachutist saboteur or enemy of the realm replies friend, whereupon you say advance friend and be recognised.
Yeah, you go and do that. Do it.
Advance friend and be recognised.
You haven't got to be friendly like that, have you? You're asking him if he's friendly. You don't want to be friendly yourself, do you?
But supposing he advances and I don't recognise him?
Oh, well, if you don't know him, sir, he's bound to know you. Oh, everybody knows his reverence and respects him.
Well, you know, it's all a bit more complicated than that, but you can pick it up as you go along. And if you have any bother, you send for the guard commander. That's me. And if I have any trouble, or anyone shoots you, or anything like that, I call out, turn out the guard, and then we all come out and give you a hand. Let's go inside, it's a bit nippy out here.
Well, you look at that. 2 shillings for a packet of 20 cigarettes. Highway robbery.
I know the world's gone mad. I remember when I was a young man, some of us young blades decided we'd have a really good night out. And so we went to London and saw the show at the Gaiety Theatre. Then we had a really good slap-up supper, 4 courses, with wine. Then we all sailed home in hansom cabs. And you know, we still had some change left out of half a sovereign.
You know, the trouble with you, Godfrey, you've always been a spendthrift.
Well, I don't think prices are too bad. Young Pike and I went to the Rosemary Cafe in Eastgate the other day for lunch, didn't we? You know what we had? We had brown Windsor soup, we had whale meat cutlets, we had mashed potatoes, swedes, tapioca pudding and a cup of tea. 9p. Mind you, it wasn't very good.
I was sick.
In danger, oft in woe, Christian soldiers onward.
Your Reverence! Somebody is making an approach.
Where?
Over there. I can just see something through the murk.
Oh, dear. Will you do it or will I?
Don't you worry, sir. I'll take care of it. Halt! Who goes there?
What did you say?
I said, halt! Who goes there?
Adolf.
What did he say?
I think he said Adolf.
Did you say Adolf?
That's right.
Adolf who?
Adolf Hitler.
I think it's a cheeky young boy, sir, and he's having us on.
Come here, little boy. If you don't behave yourself properly, you'll be in serious trouble for disobeying army orders.
Go on, you're not proper soldiers. You're an old vicar and he's your old verger. I'm not taking any notice of you.
I'll give you one more chance. Say it again, Mr. Gateman.
Halt! Who goes there?
Adolf Hitler.
Oh, dear, I think we'd better send for Mr. Jones.
I could clip him round here.
No, no violence. We'll send for Mr. Jones. Turn out the guard! Turn out the guard!
Come on, lad, the vicar's in trouble! Turn out the guard! Turn out the guard! Come on, boys, turn out the guard! Where's the enemy? Where are they? You better fix bandits, boys.
Mr. Jones, we said, halt, who goes there, just as you told us to, and he positively refuses to say friend.
Who does?
This little boy.
For goodness sake, you didn't have done us out for him.
But he's supposed to say friend. You said so yourself.
I know that boy's a cheeky little monkey. He comes running into my shop when it's full of people and shouts Sainsbury's.
He comes into our bank as well and shouts National Provincial.
You can't do anything about it. You're not proper soldiers.
No, aren't we? We'll soon show you. Bring him inside.
Yeah. You heard what the corporal said? Get inside.
He hit me. You're not supposed to do that. It's against the Geneva Convention.
Yes, and so's that.
You come in here, young fella, me lad.
He hit me, the great big bully. I'll tell my Uncle Willie on you.
Hey. I want none of your back chat, son. I'm going to talk to you in your own language. Watch out, or I'll hand you over to the police.
Yes, for not compiling with lawful army things what we're trying to tell you about.
What's going on here? Why is there no guard person?
Sir, we have apprehended a suspect and we're interrogating him, sir.
Suspect, where is he?
Yeah, there he is, sir.
Well, he doesn't look very suspicious to me.
Well, he said his name was Adolf Hitler.
I shouldn't take too much stock of that if I were you, Vicar. Run along, boy, and in future don't be cheeky.
He hit me. I want an apology.
Now go along or I'll have my sergeant put his belt round your backside.
That's how it is then. Assault, battery, and threats in foul language. I'll tell my uncle. You have the law on you.
Wilson, see him off.
I beg your pardon, sir?
See him off, see him off.
I do wish you'd stop addressing me as if I were a Labrador.
Go on, you little terrier.
Now, in case there's any follow-up to this incident, I want a complete report from you all as soon as Sponge's section relieves you.
I was only having a little joke with them when this great big home guard scalped me across the lug.
Go on, Hamish, go on.
Then he did it again and they all set on me.
What, pushing and shoving and punching?
That's right. Then the officer, old Silverface.
You mean Mannering?
That's him. He told his sergeant to give me a whipping, so I ran away in terror.
Oh, if there's anything that makes my blood boil, it's cruelty to innocent children.
They was cruel, very cruel.
Right, you come with me, Hamish. I'll soon settle Mannering's ash.
Are you going to fight him?
Well, we'll see what happens.
Hudson, he's a cheeky wee devil. He deserved a good scalping.
Thank you, Fraser. Well, if you've got all the details down, Wilson, I'll sign it, and we can put it on record. Although, from my experience in these matters, that's the last we shall hear of it.
Yeah. Right,
right, Mandarin. Get your jacket off and come outside.
What are you talking about? How dare you come barging in here?
Hamish, repeat what you've just told me.
That's the one, Uncle Willie. He hit me time and time again.
Uncle Willie? Uncle Willie? Oh.
And he pointed his pen at me. And that fat pompous one said, just run along on my son, I'll put his belt across your backside.
That's about your mark, isn't it, Mandarin? Bullying little boys? Why did you pick on someone your own size? Come on, try having a go at me. Come on, come on.
Hold my glasses, Wilson.
Don't you tangle with him in your crippled state. I'll do it for you, sir.
Hello, Johnson, man, you're too old here. Come on, put him up, put him up!
That's very nice, that's very nice, that is. 8 against 1.
No, it's only 7. I'm not feeling very well.
Right, that settles it. I'm bringing a charge. I'm having you all up in court, and you'll hear a few home truths there.
They're a laughing stock, aren't they, Uncle?
Yeah, of course they are. Laughing stock.
Playing at soldiers, that's all they can do.
Playing at soldier, that's it.
And his sausages are all bread.
Yeah, all bread, all bread.
My sausages are not. Well, you can't get the meat, you know.
Tell him, Hamish.
You should hear me and my mates laugh when you come on church parade. And he's hobbling around with his Red Cross handbag.
Yeah, you with your Red Cross handbag. Yeah.
They're almost as funny as the wardens.
Yeah, that's right. They're almost... What did you say?
Well, you with your white hand, your flat nose, and your...
Oh, you cheeky little webber!
Well, I think that's the last we heard of that. Although, one thing is quite clear. If you, Vicar, and you, Verger, had dealt with that matter in a proper military fashion in the first place, this occurrence would never have happened.
Oh, I see. It's all my fault, is it?
So it's His Reverence's fault, is it?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, it just goes to show how very silly the whole thing is. I'm fed to the teeth with the whole lot of you. You can keep your silly... and your silly hat, and your silly tunic.
Oh, what about the silly trousers?
I'll send them round in the morning.
Quick, help! There's a stick of incendiaries dropped right across the high street. The old town will be on fire in a moment.
Get the sand buckets out, Fraser. Get the stirrup up. Hey, 2 buckets of water. Quickly. Quickly.
No, Sergeant. I didn't mean to tread on your foot.
Oh, never mind that. There's a water. Where's my helmet? Come on. Have the double.